So a typical day of mine starts with deciding what are tasks I need to do today. So, for example, if there are tasks, if there is a new requirement from a client, and the person says that we need to design a website because hey, my website looks doesn't really great, and I know I need to have a website which serves to all of the backgrounds. So what we do is we follow a 60 the 60 process which we have learned in ImaginXP, which starts from the stakeholder interviews and goes all the way and to the UX deliveries. So it's more of understanding what activities are required for which project, because every project has a different approach to it. Every solution is different. Every problem statement is different, and that's how we identify if a certain problem requires us to really talk to the users, or if it requires us to create an information architecture which would help us then create the wireframes for the same. And so those are the decisions we make at the starting of the day, and then our day goes by talking to the users, understanding what they're going through. And it's not really just listening to them, it's more about empathizing with them, because when they say something they might not mean the same, and reading between the lines is what we really have to do. And that helps us create the solutions for the problems. And so once we have the solution, we think it's good enough, we prototype it, and then we test it with our fellow users, we test it with our stakeholders, and then arrive to a solution which we think is now the best one to use.
UX is a very vast field in itself, which
Correct.
encompasses, a lot of expertise to begin with. I would say UX starts, sometimes you do user research, right? You do stakeholder interviews. Uh, that also becomes a part of a UX team's part, day-to-day activity. So that is one thing, and then moving on to the, when you have got insights from the user research, and you have spoken to your customers, you have identified the pain points. Then you go ahead and you try to define the problem statement. Now, when you define the problem statement, see, it could be anything, and because I've been working in this consulting world where we work on daily basis with different clients. One is working in
True.
heavy industry portal, then we are working with some e-commerce portal, then we are working with a government website. So every project has a different problem statement, and it demands a different type of a solutioning, right?
Mm.
Some of the projects would require us to go and do the user research first. Some would be coming to us where the user research is already done or the product is already in the market. They have some sense
Right.
of user feedback. They know some complaints. They know that what their users have been doing for the past couple of years and months. So we pick from that particular point and we start our journey. Then we figure out what kind of activities we have to do. We make a plan. So there's a delivery plan, and every delivery plan, it has to be fixated in agile sprints. Maybe if you are following agile, because a lot of companies follow agile sprints. If it's not agile sprints, then we have proper delivery time. Let's say in a month or 2 months or 6 months down the line, we'll have to be we'll be doing the delivery. So we and then we pick up these activities, wireframing, prototyping, interaction design, visual design, and then the final delivery. And then we go ahead and do these things as it is how it is planned. But having said that, UX is a very vast thing. People specializes in interaction design. People
True.
specializes in animation. People specialize in visual design. So at
Right.
EY, we have consultants who are specialized in UI and people who are specialized at UX.
Mhm.
Right. Then we have a beautiful usability testing team, user research team. So
Right.
all these things, they come together and they create this end-to-end network of delivery.